Alright, here we go. Throw 166. Need 2 magazine boards, some parchment paper, and a heart like a Viking. Let's do it. Happy to be here. I hope everybody's doing good. Check this out. Here we go. And we're going to get this subscription crease out. So there is a board and paper behind the cover, and then obviously parchment paper on the top. I know you can't see it because I film vertically. I should have listened to Dr. Paul at Liberty Comics. I don't know what I was thinking. I won't do this again, so I know the video quality isn't the greatest, and I apologize. I'm sorry. I put some heat on it, you saw that, and then I put moisture into it, calcium water. And now I'm doing it again, and there's a reason why. Warming it up, and then this time I'm not taking water out, I'm putting water in, and then a little bit of the water out. I'm causing expansion, and there's a reason. We're going to use a 1.5-inch ball, because covers are different than pages. They're going to need a little bit of work with the ball. It's more of a glossy wrap as your cover, and the regular wraps are just more pulp. They're a little pulpy. A little bit of trace of moisture behind, it's going to expand. The fibers are going to reline itself. A good 75-80% of the grading is usually off the front cover right away from CGC. Alright, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I think the press might be able to do the rest. And we'll go to the wraps. Make sure some boards behind here. Or you can just grab 11x17 paper. That'll work too. Just make sure there's always paper behind it. I'd like to be careful. I always wondered why some of these books will have creases from the 70s and late 60s, and I always wondered, but I've talked to some people that grew up in those days. I'm not that old, and they say that sometimes when you order comic books from Marvel itself from New York, that's just how they showed up. They fold them. So I don't know why anybody would do that. There should be only one thing you should be folding, and I'm not talking about tacos. Alright, I'm applying some water here, moisture into the page with the calcium water. It's still on the outer wrap. I'm going to cause an expansion in the paper. It's going to be, everywhere I hit this water will resume into a buffer into the paper. It will be protection, against paper wear and damage in the future. So it does help if I kind of like spread it around. Since I'm here, I might as well just do it. I do make a video on this. It's one of my very first videos. I'll try to find it and put a link into it, but you should check it out. It's called White Pages, and I've been very successful with it. Books that are like 5.0 grade and come out with white pages, old books. It's nice to have a book with that type of a exposure to it for something from the 60s, blue label, universal grade, CGC with white pages. Gives you that comfortable feeling that, hey, it's not a turd sitting in the case and it's not going to disintegrate on you in 15 years. So if you can save doing a little bit of alkaline reserve, do it. By doing it this way, so be it. I would just give it a shot. For anybody that's going to try something, you can use Immaculate Clean to do the job too. That works. Go to Rick Morgan at the Immacu store online. I think it's immacuclean.com or some Immaculate Comics Clean or something. I'll put the logo in here so you know what I'm talking about. Great products. I like his products. Shemford boards and all of them. Oh my god, they're lifesaver. Spine Tick, whatever it's called. Tick Attack. This capable staple tool. I like that too. It's neato. ImmaculateComics.com. Look at that. It's getting out a little better at a time. See, all it's going to need is a good press. Now we can go to the wraps. Wraps are a lot easier to take care of. Let's go slower, Dylan. Be mindful of the staples. It's okay. Check the white. A little ink come up. That's okay. I'm going to give you a trick here. CGC doesn't really care about a little bit of ink loss in wraps. I've never had a problem. They haven't flagged me down for it yet anyways. And I've probably sent in over 1,500 books by now. And I've done this to at least a few hundred books and they haven't said anything, so I'm going to keep going. See, perfectly straightened down. The muscle memory or the fiber memories, they tend to relax down better anyways. Like I said, it's more of a natural tree or whatever they use for making the newspaper. It's basically what a wrap is. And it's so easy to do the O2, O3, and that reserve combustion. When you get the heat on it, it starts forming its own memory again. Why I'm doing this to the whole page right now, because it's the first wrap. It will present better if I do the whole thing. Get that nice and clean, steam it up now so it will start doing a contract movement with that heat, because this is 220 degrees. Be mindful of that staple as I just bumped into it. Way to go, Dylan. Now I'll pull that water out. It will do a buffering job. It will come out nice. Now we'll go to the next page. This is going to turn out beautiful. Beautiful. This is going to look good. Have any questions, just ask me in the comments, or go to our new Instagram page that we set up. You can hit me up there too. And just ask whatever question you need. I'm sure I'll be happy to answer. And if not, I'll get you someone to give you the answers. It's all good. We're a comic book family here. I just love doing pages. They're so easy to work on. You can really get yourself a better grade. I did a ASM 102. I just had a folding crease. I paid $20 and just did the same process I'm showing you now. And $20 I turned into $90. So it's a good little trick to learn, I think. It's very important. If you haven't done this before, you should try it. You can use just distilled water or calcium water or immaculate clean. It works the same. It's all good. I didn't want to do an echoless wash on this book. I don't trust anything from the 60s, early 70s from Marvel. Anyways, I'm speeding it now because I try to keep my videos within 10 minutes each. I don't want to bore you guys too much. Just give the process. There is a third video on this. It'll be out in a few more days about what I'm going to do with the staples and what I'm going to do with the two first wraps and how it's ripped. And I'll show you about it, and we'll be using a little bit of Tunjo Japanese paper. Heck, I might even give this book away if I get 40 subscribers. Huh? Why not? That would be pretty cool. I flip the page over and then switch the books and paper around. Flip the page over. Always move your paper around too and check on it as you do it. I'm not too worried about it because this book isn't that dirty. But you see what I'm doing. And just flip it to the next, switch over, flip to the next, and switch, your board and paper. It's that easy. Coming out real good. Looking at, wow, that's pretty nice. Amazing! Cleaning comic books, it's about discipline and listening, and it's not about how smart you are. It really comes down to patience and discipline. That's why I like to use the slang of patience is a virtue. It's a true thing there. But if you have any other questions, let me know in the comments and I'll get to you about it. Side to side, expansion, and the page and paper is ready on the other side. Just flip over. Look at that, it's white. Let's skip to the finished product. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Amazing. We never guessed this is a book from '69. I'll do a comparison on what it was before. Happened to make it more glossier, so we'll revive that. That's a plus. The front looks just brighter. It looks good. That's good. You achieved the wisdom. Here's the comparison. Push yourself and you'd be surprised of your ingenuity. And I did say there will be a little bit of color break, and it's still there. That's okay though. Amazing. I'll do a little bit more before and afters. Just let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Later.